What up, y'all? Illegit here. This is a $100 second chance tournament, which means if you bust your whole stack, you can rebuy once only. So it's kind of like a rebuy, but not really. We got the aces here, standard open. We're doing pretty good. Still pretty early. People tend to play a lot looser in these though. So yeah, pretty deep against this guy. Let's go ahead and actually it's a pretty draw heavy board. I'm a bit a little bigger than I normally do, not by a lot. And that's a pretty bad card for us. I don't think I'm just gonna check fold. Maybe I will. I don't think so though. I'm not gonna bet though, since it's such a bad card. Obviously we're drawing near dead against 10-9. He has two pair a decent amount. He could just have ace queen or ace king or something, so I'm not going to fold yet. See what develops. Okay, now obviously that's actually a great card for us, and now I'm almost tempted to value bet. I think I'm going to. He's going to have a hard time laying down a hand like king queen or king jack or something, so I'm just gonna put a value bet in. Set's pretty unlikely. If we get shoved on, it'll be gross. Okay, yeah, that's a value bet, I think. We'll go ahead and open this. Early position, I'll open slightly bigger than I will in late, although 322 is still pretty small raise size. Big fish, been playing very loose, got stacked once already, just rebought a few hands ago, tilting probably. But he has enough chips where if he shoved on us, we'd have to fold threes. And take it down. Alright. In the early going especially, people just play like certain people. Let's see, 180 to call, 615 the pot. Okay, we can definitely set mine here. This guy's got a lot behind, so this is a really easy set mining spot, assuming it doesn't get 3-bet, and now it's even easier. And check fold. Yeah, snap fold. Even the deuce of clubs wouldn't be a great card. So yeah, what was I saying about? Oh yeah, people in these, when there's the rebuy, it seems like in my experience it played very loose. He turned it. Wow. Okay, this guy's just very spewy. All right, loose, spewy, tard. Okay. Huge monkey. All right. Oh, sick. Wow. Wow. This guy just snap limped in after just losing a big pot last hand. The only reason I'm thinking about it is about his range like a lot is because if it folds to me, I'm gonna. This guy's range is pretty wide, and we do pretty good against it. He's shoving hands that we beat, hands that we flip with, hands that we're like near even with, and this guy, I mean. He's playing 50% of his hands. You saw how he just played ace-3 off in early position. He just doesn't have a lot, so yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, but this guy, I mean, he only had 9 big blinds though, so I don't hate my shove. Even if this guy, I mean, is super tight. There's no way I can know he's that tight. So I like shoving in that spot against a 9 big blind shove, though he might be too tight on a short stack. Too tight short shove. 8 to 9 big blind stack with ace king suited over one limp with hammies. Obviously that's the correct play with ace king suited. My only note about possibly too tight when short was he was playing very tight, and he might have let himself get that short by playing too tight in spots where he's showing up. I'm fine with that reshove, considering my read on this guy that he's almost never limping strong, and he has just like any 2 cards to limp under the gun. And then this guy, our ace-9 suited, well, let's do a little poker stove just to see, but I mean, if he has any reasonable range, it does okay against it. I would normally open this against, like if this guy's super tight, but against this big blind, I'm just going to fold this. Okay, so ace, 9 of clubs against a range of, I mean, he should be shoving any pair over the guy's limp. We'll say he doesn't shove every pair of twos. Let's say he only shoves a couple combinations, and let's say not all combinations of threes. Every ace king, every ace queen, every ace jack suited, every king queen suited, every ace 10 suited, every ace 9 suited. We'll say ace 8 suited. I'm gonna give him like a very tight range just to see. Let's say he doesn't shove every ace 8 suited, though I think he probably would. Okay, this is an open for sure. Okay, with the fish and the small blind, this guy's like a nit. He's reshoved twice on like 20 big blind stacks, and he had queens and nines. And this guy's just a total spaz. I'm actually gonna check it back. He's like very loose, but he's not very bluffy. I kind of want to turn my hand into a bluff here, but I don't think he'll fold any pairs, so I'm just gonna check. The 9's a bad card. I was hoping for like a 4 or a 6. Don't have a 9. What happened? Internet, hello? Did I win? Did I win? Yes, I did. 6-10 off, out of position. Nice. Called, raise, out of position with 10-6 off. Check down, king, XX, ace, X, unimproved, again. Checker. Head up. Alright, which is terrible. I mean, if you're going to call 10-6 out of position, you have to 100% be planning to make moves with it post-flop like a lot of the time, because your hand just isn't going to hit very many boards. And when I check back the flop and the turn, you should make a play at some point, either on the turn or on the river. Okay, so what was my range? Oh yeah, I had ace-9 against ace-9. Okay, we'll say this guy only shows ace-7 suited occasionally, and king-queen off, not all the time. Okay, just occasionally. Okay, so this is a pretty tight range. We'll run it against it, and I got 38%, which with the money in the pot from the limper and the guy is probably close to what I need. Actually, I might need up to 40. I don't know. He shoved. That's like an extremely tight range. So that I've assigned him. And yeah, I don't think it is that tight. So we'll make it more reasonable. King jack suited, he's never folding over that limper. Especially, I mean, the guy who limped is such a fish that I think he would shove slightly wider if he's paying attention, which he's not necessarily, but okay, yeah. So against a slightly more realistic range, I got 43% against that range. So yeah, and with 43%, it's definitely a call against his range, with the money in the pot and everything. How much money was in the pot? The antes are big is the thing. They're over the size of the big blind. So there was 1 big blind, 2 big blind, 3 big blinds. His 4, mine half. So 4.5 basically. This guy's so terrible. Basically 4.5 big blinds in the pot already, and this guy only had 9 big blinds. So it cost me like 8.5 more to win, which means I was getting about I needed about 40%. So it was pretty close to break-even call. Assuming, I mean, that doesn't take into account the times this guy limp overcalls his whole stack, but since our read on him is fairly strong, and we don't think that's hardly ever happening, and we're mostly right. I'm gonna OPR that guy. Poker stuff. OPR. Okay, 750 will fold unless something strange happens. This guy's only got 12 big blinds, but 7-5 off. We can't do anything about it. Oh, that's funny. This guy, this total spew monkey. He has a pretty small sample, but he actually has a huge score in a $1,000 tourney, and he actually is like a huge winning player over a small sample.